You will only shine light on what is happening, and that itself will not cause it to stop. Sometimes it will stop, but it will happen anyway in the mind. If there is a habit, if there is an impulse, if there is a compulsion, it will appear in the mind as usual, but the awareness will throw light on it. There will be something which will register this. Oh, this is a compulsion. This is something which is coming from ignorance. This is coming from my past habits. The awareness does only this much. Here you need to stop and wait. And this stopping, a little bit of patience, is also enabled by awareness, because you keep looking what happens next. Like a scientist looking and taking readings, scientist checking the instruments, what is going on. He is not doing more than that. He is not trying to stop what is going on, because the awareness is not a doer, isn't it? So it is not about doing, it is about watching. So like a scientist, it is watching what happens next, very curious. This impulse has arisen. Now, what is next? What action will happen? How the mind will justify? How the mind will say that this is the right thing to do? Watch all this. Take time. Delay the action. This will delay the action because you are busy in watching instead of doing something. The more you delay, the more control you get on what happens. If it is very strong, it will happen. And that cannot be stopped, because there is nobody to stop. The one who thinks I am doing it is the ego. And the one who thinks I am stopping it is also the ego. And ego is a false construct of the mind. It is only thought in the mind. This does not have capacity to do anything. The actions happen. Your only freedom is, your only capacity is to watch it. Then a miracle happens. That is the only miracle of awareness. That the intellect arises, which is more pure this time. It has seen what is going on, and you get another chance to take a different decision, to decide differently, to choose something else. Every time you look at what is going on in the mind, before the action happens, you will get a choice. Sometimes there are 2 choices, sometimes 3 or 4. Now the intellect becomes active, and there is a power to choose something else. This power is not the ego. This is something more basic. It is not awareness. It is not experiencer, obviously. It is mind itself, but it is an awakened mind. It has realized that I have a choice. What was the situation when there was no awareness, when there was complete darkness? The mind was not knowing its power. Impulse action, that only this much was known there. Only this program was there, stored program. Whenever it happened, yes, I need to do this. And it happened. Intellect never gets a chance to say something. The intellect arises after everything has happened. Oh no, something wrong happened. And then the ego says, I did something wrong. Then the ego blames something else. You see, this is the game of the ego. This is the whole mental process. So the key is to let intellect arise before the action. This is the small secret. If you delay the action, which is possible only by awareness, by simply looking like a scientist what is happening curiously, the intellect arises, and that you can call willpower. You can exercise your willpower to choose something else. Now, how will the improvement happen? Every time you choose the other thing instead of your habitual impulsive action, something else. It can be anything. Every time you make the other choice, the previous impression, previous impulse becomes weaker. Again and again, if you practice this, the previous impulse will become weaker and weaker. However, don't do it knowingly. It must be done naturally. Whenever it happens, do it. So the new training happens. We say in spiritual terminology, new impressions are written in the memory. It is very much like computer. You wipe out the old data and write the new data and the actions happen due to this new data, due to this new program. It is like self-training. So awareness will cause the weak impulses to disappear completely, but the strong ones, which are acquired through many lifetimes or long years, they do not go away so easily. So those that exist, check if they are harmful or not. If they are not harmful, it's perfectly okay. Like a man wants to act like a man, a woman impulsively acts like a woman, and these things need not disappear. They are not harmful. They are actually good for life. They are good for this organism. So check if it is harmful. Is it stopping your spiritual progress? And only then you need to make another choice. In short, you can say aware choice, aware choice. Remember these two words, they are the key. Choosing consciously, another word. How will that happen? How to choose consciously? How to be aware? If you can separate yourself from what is happening in the mind, awareness will arise. For that, knowledge of the self is necessary. If you distance the mind and mental processes from what you really are, then you can hope for some control. Then you can look at choices that are present there. You will find only one thing, that the mind is also free. Like you are free, you are the experiencer. You are infinitely free. But you will see that the mind is also free, although it is somewhat limited, but it has choices. The choices were never seen because of ignorance, because of darkness, of unawareness and consciousness. Now you will see new choices there. I can do this also, I can do that also. I can stop this also, I can stop that also. You can call that willpower, but actually nobody is doing it. It is happening. If alternate choice is present, and if it is a good choice, intelligent choice, if there is a desire to take it, it will be taken. And the more it happens, the less the previous behavior appears. It will appear less and less. And finally, it will be wiped out. It will take time. It can take time, yes. Just like any other practice, any other training, it takes many years. For efficiency, you choose that which is harmful and wipe out those. Focus on those which is causing more harm. Focus on those tendencies which are causing more harm, which are stopping your progress. And then the rest you can keep it, because they all disappear when this organism dies. It is very easy. Some of the impulses, some of the habits are necessary for preservation of life, survival. So not all needs to go. Like I gave an example of impulses of a man or a woman. They need not go away. It's perfectly natural. Only that which is impure. Impure means which is harmful. For a seeker, that which is stopping his or her progress is harmful. That is the definition of impurity for a seeker. He is not concerned with other things really.